Hello friends, welcome to today's video. I'm Jeanette with Vivo Vintage Designs. Today's video is part 4 in my series, What Am I Doing Wrong?, where I answer questions most asked by my subscribers and followers regarding alcohol ink. So one of the questions that I get asked more often than you can imagine is, what side of the photo paper do I paint on? So I have a few sheets of photo paper here. Well, actually it was one sheet. I cut it into quarters. And hopefully you can see the reflection of the light here. This is the glossy side, the front side of the photo paper. And the front side, the glossy side, is designed to absorb ink when a photo is printed on it. And the back is designed so that that ink printed on the front does not seep through to the back. So that is a reason that we use the back matte side of photo paper and not the glossy side. So I want to demonstrate for you what happens when you use the glossy side. So for this demonstration, I am going to use my alcohol and ink mixture to show you what happens. Oops. So, okay, let's say we have a flower. We're going to make my favorite petals. Put down the ink, and then we blow back and forth. You can see I didn't get a lot of movement. The paper started absorbing the ink immediately. Now you can get some interesting effects on the glossy side of photo paper, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But I want to show you the difference between the back side and the front side. So this is my usual technique to create my favorite flower petals. And this doesn't look bad, but I'll show you what it looks like on the back side of the photo paper. And then you can be the judge of what looks better. See, it gets absorbed, and there's not a lot of movement in my petals. So now let's try that same technique on the back side of photo paper. Let me shorten this. All right, so this is the matte side of the photo paper, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Putting down my alcohol and ink, and now I'm going back and forth. Now you can see, I'll show you in a moment side by side. The glossy side keeps the the ink very vibrant, whereas the back side is not as vibrant, but you have a lot more movement, and you're able to get those folds in the petals that I love so much. So here they are side by side. Now the glossy side is much more vibrant. It's very pretty. I wish it would stay that vibrant on the back side, but it doesn't. And then the back side, you can see here that I don't have these lines in the petals, or folds as I like to call them. Like I don't have that here. But on the back side, because it's not absorbing the ink, it stays wetter longer and you're able to get that texture. So that is why you use the back side and not the front side of the photo paper. Now I'm going to show you something that I love to do with the glossy side of photo paper. And for this demonstration, we'll be using the glossy side. So I have a couple of bottles of different colors here of my inks that I have mixed. So I am going to just put down a few lines or a few patterns And the only thing is that when you're doing this, you really got to work quickly. All right, so now we got our ink down. We're going to take the glossy side and we're going to put it down on the glossy side. And you're just going to push that ink out. It's going to ooze out the sides. And I'm just pushing down. And now you can separate your paper and you'll see that you get this really interesting pattern on here. I'm going to push the rest of that ink off so it doesn't puddle on the sides and the corners. I'm going to do the same here. And now you can't get this type of look on the back side of photo paper. It almost looks like tie-dyed. It's you have to give this a try. It's a really pretty design or pattern that you end up with. And this makes for a really great background to do a line drawing of a flower or something like that, or even just some doodling. You can use this for cards. You can, let me make sure this is completely dry and I'll show you what I mean. So once you've got it completely dry, you can use micron pens. And of course that would be the smallest tip. All right, this is a brush pen, so I'm just going to write something on here. Let's do so it takes the micron pen really well, and you can make some wonderful cards with this. I recently did a video on a card, a 5-minute card, which would be perfect on this background, where I just doodled some simple flowers. And like I said, this takes the micron pen beautifully. So you can create some pretty flowers on your card. You can just doodle anything you want on here, and it's a really fantastic background. Anyway, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, found this information helpful. If you have any issues that you're struggling with alcohol ink, let me know in the comments and I will try my best to get to that question or help you resolve that issue. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your interaction is really helpful to my channel. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying my content and makes my videos available to more people. It's also a really very nice way to show your support, and I really appreciate it. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.